us on Instagram and like us on Facebook. CrossFit Gree, where the potions and the programming and the magic's in the community.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what we do, we get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
Here's some things you probably don't know about Dudley DeBosier. My favorite way to relax is sitting down with a good book.
Me? I have 4 kids. I haven't relaxed in 20 years.
But despite our differences, there's one important thing we have in common.
We're lawyers who love helping people.
Chad W. Owens, LA24-17010.
Money doesn't have to be a mystery. Wealth Builders is here to help you understand your finances and make the most of your money. We discuss everything from budgeting to retirement planning. Join us every Sunday at 11 a.m. on News Talk 99.5.
Wishing the holidays could come early? If you own or manage your business, they can, with help from iHeartRadio. People are already shopping for their loved ones and hunting for deals wherever they can find them, including right here. They're listening to the radio. They're listening to podcasts. They could be listening to you. Don't wait for everyone else to kick off the holidays. Get your best season of the year up and running today. Call 844-844-iHeart or visit iHeartAdvertising.com.
Resistance is futile. Going where no show has gone before. This is the Week in Geek with David D. Squared, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. Heard live on News Talk 99.5 WRNO and the iHeartRadio app. Here's D. Squared.
Greetings, people. This is the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, Steve Squared, along with DJ and Scutchy, and we are live at Game On Social Hub right now, streaming live on the Facebook page, the Week in Geek radio show on Facebook. And DJ, where else are we streaming this lovely show at?
So we are streaming this lovely show on our Twitch page, Twig_radio, and on our YouTube channel as well at Twig Radio.
There you go. And so look, we are live here at Game On Social Hub. The Saints win, baby.
Oh my God.
Who that? Storybook Christmas ending. You know what? I'm kind of glad because, like, we win the game. I don't believe the Saints know how to draft anybody. So the whole concept of us just losing to get a better draft pick, they'll screw up the draft pick anyway. So whatever.
Yeah.
Let's just be happy now and enjoy a Saints victory.
Yeah, it's few and far between.
All right, let me lay out the show for you guys. We got two guests, and they're amazing guests. In a shock to no one, I forgot our guest's name last week. I kept calling him Tyler Galpin from Wednesday, the show. He's the love interest for Jenna Ortega's character. The Hyde. Well, his actual name is Hunter Doohan. Hunter Doohan
are a horrible human being, dude.
No relation to James Doohan of Star Trek fame, but Hunter Doohan, he's got a brand new movie out called The Wilderness, and it's streaming live on Amazon Prime and wherever you stream your movies. It was really surprisingly good movie. It was kind of like that movie Holes, DJ. Where they send a bunch of kids out into the wilderness. Hence the name of the movie, The Wilderness. But it's one of these troubled teen camps. And so this is one of the, like they make a lot of money on this stuff because basically they give their kids to some rando who's like, I'm going to make sure your kid goes on the straight and narrow. And then they bilk the family out of every penny they own. So a surprisingly good movie, a slow burn. You start to find out why he's there. I was really impressed with this kid.
Okay.
He is as laid back as he sounds. I mean, like in the movie, he's kind of laid back, and during the interview he was laid back, but he was fun to talk to. So Hunter Doohan, we're gonna hear from him at 7:30. In the second hour, we have none other than the Daredevil reborn himself. Charlie Cox is our guest at 8:30.
Awesome.
Charlie Cox from Daredevil. So now get this. Yeah. So get this. All right. I had so much time with him, but I got this ugly email from their handlers from Amazon Prime and Paramount, or MGM, I'm sorry, MGM Plus. Charlie Cox would only like to focus on his brand new movie Merv, which is about him, Zoe Deschanel, and a dog, and it's Christmas time and there's snow. That was Charlie Cox exact words. Like, what's the movie about? He goes, a cute dog and some snow and maybe Christmas.
And that's what he wanted to talk about?
That's what he was made to talk about
Ah.
from the people who gave him his paycheck
So
to
so
do the
both of
movie.
y'all were very clearly like, we want to talk about Daredevil, but we can't.
Right.
Ah,
So,
ah.
but it ended up being a lot of fun. The guy is super cool. I didn't screw up at all in this interview.
Well, there you go. Congratulations.
I was mad at myself afterwards because I had it was about an 8.5, 9 minute interview I had with the guy, and I still probably had like 60 seconds to spare. And I wanted to ask him if he could virtually sign your action figure. Fixture. It didn't work out. I
Dang.
forgot to do that.
No
But
worries.
he
I'll
was,
give you, I guess.
he was really cool. And then I asked
Yeah.
him if he could give us anything, and he's like, "Yeah, I can't."
Yeah, right?
So, but that's what we have in store for tonight. Two great guests. Now, if you are here at Game On Social Hub right now and you have not gotten a ticket, we are giving away a lot of great, fantastical prizes just in time for Christmas. So your last minute stocking stuffers, or you know what, you're looking for that cool gift to be the cool aunt or the cool cool uncle. What do we have, Scungy? Tell the fine folks what we have today.
Well, we have some arcade cards for here at Game On Social Hub. So you can go over there and you can play the Wizard of Oz game and just sit there and mindlessly press the button to let the coins drop.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Exactly.
Also the bowling. Look, you want to try to get a lot of tickets. You can go into Game On's cool little prize suite.
Oh, they got
over
some
there.
sweet prizes.
Oh, they got
Oh
some
my
really
God.
Oh, man. So you do bowling. Do bowling.
Do the
or,
bowling.
Or come up to the table, ask DJ to show you how to work the little magic ball trick.
Yeah,
he does. I
the
don't know
balls in
how.
the
I don't
bucket,
know.
yeah.
The balls in the
There's a
bucket.
method, just
There's
come
a
and ask me.
method. And DJ will tell you how to
Spread
score
secrets.
yourself a jackpot.
And we also have gift certificates for Go for Games.
Go for games.
Go for Games.
What?
Yes. You got $20 gift certificates in them, and then we're giving away Pokemon cards gifted to us from Poke-Nola. Now, you know what's great about every single one of our sponsors tonight?
What's that? Tell me
Every
more.
single one of them are locally owned and operated.
Locally
Wow.
family owned, man.
Family
owned. That's the key part, because actually I believe Pokinola, him and his son,
Yes.
they work together as well.
Wow.
That's cool. Yeah.
Poke-Nola and Sons, or like,
Yeah.
how does that work?
Pokey and Sons.
Pokey and Sons.
Pokey and Sons.
So
Yeah,
we've
come on
got
down.
all
Yourself
that.
a raffle ticket.
Dean is standing over there manning the ticket booth.
Yes.
He's got his phone in his pocket like a good child.
And please bother him.
Yes,
Please
he's
bother him. Yeah, we'll be
give
doing
him
that at 8
something
o'clock
to do.
and at 9 o'clock.
Yes. All right. So before we do top nerd news, like, we've changed up the format a little bit here, because
right.
we're trying to stick to a clock. We're trying to be professionals here. So I want to talk about some of the stuff going on in the New Year's, and it kind of goes in with Go For Games, because we are going to be doing a couple of things over there. Scungy, on the 28th, we've got Members Day at Go For Games, and we are going to be doing a live broadcast there. But prior to that, we're going to be doing a tabletop adventure. We're going to be doing Savage Worlds. I'm going to run a Savage Worlds. Basically, we're going to call it the Monster Squad. Basically, the universal monsters basically have to protect the world.
Yeah.
And so we have an open slot at our table. So if you want to come and throw some dice with a Week in Geek crew, we have a special character, a Frankenstein-esque character, where basically all his body parts, each brain takes over each week. So we cycle out new people. So if the character plays differently, it's because of different body parts in charge. And so we've got that. And we're going to be doing, I'm going to be doing G.I. Joe, the RPG with the Essence 20 system. I had my epiphany, my breakthrough today, and basically we're going to have Cobra Commander decide that, it's no longer the Gulf of America, it's the Gulf of Cobra. And do you know what the Chinese Lunar New Year is right now? Do you know what the Chinese Lunar Year
It's
is?
not Cobra, is it?
It's the year of the snake.
It's the year of the snake, baby. So
And isn't that in
Wow.
February? Is the Chinese New Year?
Look, man, I don't know, and I don't want to be throwing walks in a room that I don't know anything about. But it changes each year, so it's between January and February.
Yeah.
But in Cobra Commander, in celebration of the new year to wrap up the year of the snake, he is going to be a good neighbor with all the members of the American Gulf Coast. Because if you recall, Cobra Island, it was actually manufactured, and it's smack dab in the middle of the Gulf of Cobra. So to celebrate the new year, they're going to have lots of festivities all along the coast and all the cities along the Gulf Coast. And then at the end, when the new year of the snake ends, one lucky state or city is going to be able to join the new Cobra Confederated Territories. And it's going to be a wonderful new country, and it's going to be great.
Sounds like a great idea.
Exciting time. So this is where G.I. Joe has to come in and spoil all of Cobra's fun.
Aw.
I know, right? Bunch of fun ruiners.
Yeah, party poopers.
Party poopers. All right, so look, when we come back, we're going to jump into top nerd news. We had the Game Awards.
Oh yeah, the Game Awards happened. If you haven't heard of that, well, we got some news for you.
Yeah, and a lot of stuff. A lot of announcements. A lot. And I mean, the new Supergirl trailer dropped. And anybody who wants to do this, you think Supergirl's going to suck? Come fight me. Come fight me, because I'm telling you what, it's been a while since I've seen another trailer, and I'm like, this is going to be good. You know why? Because it's not the, you know what? You know why? Stay tuned for the Week in Geek right here on News Talk 99.5 WRNO, where we're broadcasting live from Game On Socail Hub out here in Canada, the old Circuit City. So if you're old enough to remember Circuit City, you're old enough to probably come get a drink at the bar.
Yeah.
All right. This is the Week in Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO. Sports fans, heads up. Right now, lawmakers in Baton Rouge are running a trick play. They're trying to push through a tax hike that hits sports fans and local businesses. That's right, they want to make sports betting more expensive for you and your fellow sports fans. So time out. Tell your representatives no to a tax hike on Louisiana sports fans. Visit betonla.org. Paid for by the Sports Betting Alliance.
Gumbo Nation, you did it again. Thank you. 10 plus years on air, Mortgage Gumbo Dadcam has grown because of your trust in me as your local preferred lender with all your home loan needs. My recent recognition as a national top lender is awesome, but being your local lender is what matters to me and why I'm so thankful. I promise to continue to earn your trust in making your needs my priority. Visit mortgagegumbo.com.
Hey, Louisiana, how are you stopping litter?
In Terrebonne Parish, we put our trash in a bag and never out the car window.
In Bienville, we bag it, tie it, and put a lid on it.
We keep litter out of our lakes in Lafayette.
And in Calcasieu Parish, we keep our roads clean by clearing out our truck beds and securing our loads.
We need every person in every parish to stop littering and keep Louisiana beautiful. For more litter prevention tips, visit letlouisianashine.org.
Sponsored by Louisiana Lieutenant Governor's Office and Keep Louisiana Beautiful.
If you've been listening to Winning at Life for a while now, you probably already know that estate planning is more than just a will. You may need a trust. You definitely need both of your powers of attorney. So what's your plan? Hi, I'm Wes Blanchard, an estate planning attorney at offices in Metairie. Listen, don't leave your loved ones in a bind. Call me, and we'll make you a plan or update your existing plan. Find me at wjblanchardlaw.com.
Oh, we're gonna be so late for the concert. We should be there by now.
Just need to make a little detour and stop for gas real quick. I know a cheap place down the road.
Are you serious? We're gonna miss the show because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is great. It's a free app that gets you cash back when you buy gas.
Wait, you mean I can get money back just for buying gas? Really?
Yep, and it really works. I've actually made around $200 this year already. Now, pull over so you can download Upside before we miss the concert.
Pulling over? You had me at $200.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you buy gas. Use promo code RING to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank or as a gift card. Download Upside and use promo code RING for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code RING for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Use promo code RING.
Offers vary by user and location at participating merchants. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
It is I, Starfire of Tamaran, here to tell you that you are listening to the Week in Geek on the radio. This is radio, yes?
You bet your sweet orange patootie it is, Starfire. This is the Week in Geek with D Squared on Doohan Talk 99.5 WRNO. I am your host, D Squared, along with
DJ
and
Scudgy.
And we are live at Game On Social Hub.
Game on!
Yes, the old Circuit City out here in Kenner. So if you are leaving the Saints game and you probably stopped off at a bar somewhere to enjoy some libations after we just won the game, continue that. Come over here and have a cocktail with us over here at Game On Social Hub. Don't get stuck in that traffic going out to La Place and Kenner. No way. Come hang out with us over here at Game On.
Play some laser tag, some bowling, throw some axes.
Have a couple beers, throw some axes, have a couple more beers, throw some more axes. Scungy,
and then night will probably end after that.
Good time will be had by all. All right, but where the heck?
Where's the button?
I lost the button. Okay, but first let's do this. And now, your top nerd news stories from around the world, brought to you by the Viridian Tea Company. Find them on Etsy. And now, your top nerd news stories. All right, so topping us off is what we were teasing before we went to break, was a Supergirl trailer dropped. And so look, here's the interesting part. When I watched this trailer, so it's based on, what is it, Woman of Tomorrow, the comic. I haven't read it. I mean, I've never was a big Supergirl fan. I mean, you know, it is what it is. But it's kind of like we're getting that sort of something new from Hollywood thing again, where it's like it's something where you don't really know a whole lot about it. And they are building on the Superman thing because she popped up in Superman. And she's drinking. I mean, you know, so initially I was kind of like,
Party
man,
girl.
why are they making my girl look like a lush? But then it's kind of understood that basically she's on a bender because her entire planet got blown up.
Yeah, that'll do it.
You know, and as the trailer sort of progresses, you just see she's just kind of like, you know, sexed out completely. But then, like, all sorts of craziness ensues. And there's people trying to kill her. She's trying to protect some little girl. And then who should pop up, guys? Lobo, played by none other than
Jason Momoa. The DC role he should have been cast in originally.
Yeah, I swear. You know, they were just like, well, you know, we got Aquaman
Aquaman's
open.
like one of
available.
He's one of the Justice League people. What's a big actor right now? The guy with the long hair? Yeah, that'll work. He'll be fine.
So Jason Momoa is going to be Lobo. And so we only get a quick little glimpse of him. But everything from this trailer looks like it's really good. Now, apparently it's already sort of getting blasted on the internet by a bunch of butthurt people. I don't know. I don't even know why. I don't know. Does anybody know why?
Maybe because they don't see her in the suit until like 5 seconds of frame in the suit. Maybe that could be it.
It's another remember what you were thinking about earlier? It's like, oh, I don't want her to look like Bummy. Yeah. It's a lot of that. It's a lot of you know, the people who are like I don't know, just don't want to see.
They're just
Supergirl
upset every time. They just they just want to be angry.
They need Supergirl to be the perfect golden child.
It doesn't make any.
Well, I guess when you think about who was the original Supergirl? The from
Helen Slater.
Helen Slater, dear sweet baby Lord. Oh my.
So you crushed on her.
Yeah.
You're crushing on Millie on this one.
Yes.
Wrapping this back to actual comic books.
Okay.
I recently read the new Batman who's 1 and 2, like the reboot of Batman.
Oh, was it Absolute Batman?
No, not Absolute. They did a redo of Batman. Like it's just Batman 1 and 2. And
really?
It feels very, very similar to this universe that James Gunn is making. Like all the kind of bright colors, but not overly bright. And kind of like the saturation and even just the tone of like the characters in the comic compared to the new movies. It feels very, very similar. So I'm really excited to see what James Gunn is bringing.
James Gunn's style is very bright, very it's kind of tongue in cheek.
Exactly.
Where DC and especially their movies have been not only in tone dark, but in like visuals
Yeah.
dark. I mean, it's like somebody turn the
That's
brightness up on your TV to see what the hell is actually going on.
and that's what I like about the new stuff. Like it's just, I think DC is just turning a corner entirely and trying to branch out to just more new stuff and just kind of experiment more. And I think it's really working.
Until Netflix takes over and they're like, no, go back to being the dark universe, you know? So what did you say, Scudgy? You were saying that apparently who came at him for more money? Paramount.
Paramount is actually counter offering Netflix on the offer that Netflix put in for Warner Brothers. So
yeah, it's like 79 or 82 billion is what the Netflix offered, and they've agreed to in handwriting, handshake sort of stuff. Everything's in pencil still. But with Paramount coming at them, they're offering like $107 billion. But they went to the shareholders, the stake owners of the company, not the company. So now, as the wheels of corporate America are slow to turn, just like the wheels of government, you're asking shareholders to have a vote and be like, hey, we can get more money per share according to this deal. And a lot of the stuff that Paramount's putting up there is the whole fear mongering, like, oh, it's going to be so bad. They're going to do this and that. Nobody knows what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Not a soul, not even Netflix knows what's going to happen, because there are going to be some issues that are going to pop up that Warner Brothers has owned certain names and rights to forever. But there might be tiny little loopholes in contracts with other things, like and Harry Potter might even have something in
that happened with the Marvel.
Yeah.
Remember the Marvel, like
with Sony.
They owned Fox, but Fox owned
Fox, right.
The X-Men and the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So maybe there's something like that.
And what remember how last time we talked about this, I mentioned Warner Brothers Games is also included in this.
Oh yeah.
Some more statements have come out, and apparently Netflix kind of just saw Warner Brothers Games as more of a rounding error. They didn't even really consider it at all. They were just like, yeah, sure.
Wow.
So
Yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah,
they
said
throw
a
that in the
rounding
pile.
error. Yeah, so that doesn't give me very high hopes, but
That is
you know,
terrifying. Well, you know what? At some point, maybe, ideally, the company would, they usually rent out IPs and things like that.
Yeah.
So just let people make bids on stuff and then redo it. For instance, like Renegade Game Studio, the RPG people that are doing the GI Joe, they bought. Basically, they bought G.I. Joe, but they also bought Vampire the Masquerade, and they're reprinting all these books. And so they're paying a hefty fee to these companies to use their games and their licensed stuff. So I mean, honestly, if they did that, then that gives an opportunity for somebody else to put some money in a corporate pocket, where it's like, here's a guaranteed check. And then you can go to your shareholders and say, hey, look, we're getting X amount of dollars, as opposed to putting, hey, we're gonna set aside $5 million and hope somebody can make something good.
Right.
And that's usually what the case is. They buy these things, they want to keep it all in house, or they fire everybody and then they keep it in house and they just rot and mildew, and you get all these things that just never come back to it again. So ideally, hopefully that's what they do. But yet again, I've used the word like 3 times. Ideally.
Yeah.
I mean, we have no idea what's going to happen, but I do not believe anything for the Paramount air quote counter offer is going to amount to a hill of beans. I don't think it's going to matter to anything. All right. Also, moving on over that, but we also had what was the other thing?
Fallout.
Oh, Fallout. So that's coming out the 17th?
On the 17th.
And that is what day? Is that Wednesday?
That is, that's
Wednesday,
on Wednesday.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. All right, so Wednesday we've got that coming out, and then every week we'll get a new episode of Fallout. And they had this great what?
Well, I was gonna say something. I was gonna say something just about the show in general and how people are asking for a New Vegas remaster, right? People really, really want that, and so maybe the Fallout show being in New Vegas might spark some hope. No, the complete opposite. Todd Howard hates New Vegas. He's so jealous of it because people think it's better than Fallout 3 and 4.
Because he had nothing to do with it.
He had nothing to do with it.
So
this is what he's doing instead. He's just catering to the fans, and so he can do his own thing and kind of rewrite New Vegas to be his own.
What a tool bag.
Yeah.
But at least we're getting a Fallout show in New Vegas, so
So they actually they released a little bit of a snippet of the episode. And remember how we kept seeing the Tyrannosaurus thing that was at that little hotel. So apparently she's sitting there with a sniper rifle, and the ghoul, Walton Goggins, is sitting there. Apparently they're strangling there, they're hanging him, and like she's like, I was gonna shoot him and set him free, but I'm here, so hopefully maybe I won't have to shoot you guys. Maybe we could do something like, and be friends or whatever. And it's just like, would it help if I said please?
Yeah.
And it hurt the quintessential, just like I sees the good in everybody is what it just makes her character. I just love that part of her character.
I did also want to mention, I don't think we mentioned the release date for Supergirl, did we?
No, we did not.
No,
What was it?
It's going to be June 26, 2026.
2026? Okay, there we go.
So just letting y'all know.
All righty. So, look, we got to hit our first break. When we come back, we've got Hunter Doohan is our guest. Hunter
Are you sure it's not Tyler Gelpin?
It is not. It is Hunter Doohan. His new movie, The Wilderness, is out now. And you know what I asked him? Because he's also got producer credits in this movie. I asked him because the movie is streaming on Amazon. I was like, so any thoughts on the whole Netflix Warner Brothers merger? Because he's also right. So he's all like, that's a little bit above my pay grade. I'm like, oh, man. So he expertly dodged that question of mine. All right, this is the Weekend Geek with D Squared. We are live at Game On Social Hub out here in Canada, former Circuit City. Come on, swing by. We got raffle tickets. We got lots to give away. Gifts, Pokenola, Go 4 Games, and Game On Social Hub. This is the Weekend Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO. Wow.
News Talk 99.5 WRNO comes from the Mortgage Gumbo Studios, your locally trusted home loan lender. Mortgage Gumbo, Dad can.
Serving the Louisiana hobby and games community for over 12 years, Go for Games has prided itself on offering the very best in personalized customer service, unique experience-based events, and premium amenities for our Go for Academy members, such as after-hours private gaming space, full immersion RPG room, rotating board game library, and coming soon a video game arcade. So join the Gopher community at 4953 West Napoleon Avenue. For more info, go to gophergamesnola.com or the Gopher Discord. Gopher Games, where you got game.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Get ready to unleash your potential at CrossFit Grigri. Are you tired of ordinary gyms? Say hello to extraordinary results. At CrossFit Grigri, we're not just a gym, we're a family. Join our community of passionate individuals who seek to better themselves, help those around them, and find enjoyment in doing both. Experience personalized training, expert coaching, and a supportive environment that fuels your fitness journey. Learn more at CrossFitGrigri.com or follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook. CrossFit Grigri, where the potions in the programming and the magic's in the community.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
Texting enrolls in recurring automated text marketing messages. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply. Reply help for help or stop to opt out.
Are you drinking too much? Is alcohol affecting your relationships? Could drinking be affecting your job?
Hi, I'm Jonathan, founder of OrHealth. I struggled with alcohol misuse for 15 years. I tried self-help, therapy, and traditional 12-step programs, but nothing really worked. That's why I started OrHealth. OrHealth provides access to safe and effective medication, FDA approved for the treatment of alcohol issues. A daily pill proven to reduce alcohol cravings and make it easier to drink less or quit.
To join the thousands who are drinking less or who have quit altogether, text CONTROL to 71888. You'll be sent a secure link to OrHealth's private online assessment. If treatment is right for you, a licensed medical professional will prescribe medication for discreet and convenient delivery to your door. Just text CONTROL to 71888. That's CONTROL to 71888.
Not available in all states. SMS terms, privacy policy, risk, and restrictions. Please go to orhealth.com/terms. Use as directed.
You've probably said it before. I'll schedule that cleaning eventually. And if eventually has turned into months or even years, that's okay. This is your reminder. Your smile is worth a little time. Lotus Dental makes it easy to follow through with easy-to-schedule appointments, a calming office experience, and a team that's here to help you feel welcome, relaxed, and confident. No pressure, no rush, just care that feels simple and surprisingly refreshing. So let's make now the best time to schedule that cleaning. You'll be glad you've checked it off the list. Taking care of your teeth doesn't have to be a hassle. It can feel like something you did just for you. Calming, supportive care, modern approach. A visit you'll feel good about. Lotus Dental. Superior dentistry with a personal touch. With locations on the North Shore and South Shore. Visit mylotusdental.com. mylotusdental.com.
This is Pinky of Pinky and the Blade. And when Ray and I are not planning to take over the world, which is pretty much never, but when that happens, the only show we listen to around the only show Brain allows me to listen to is on WRNO. Nerd.
Welcome back in to the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared. Let's go to the guest line. You'll recognize this guy from Wednesday, from Muse, and now his new movie, The Wilderness, which is out now and then streaming on December 16th. Hunter Doohan joins us. Hunter, how are you doing today, buddy?
I'm good, man. Your energy is waking me up this morning. It's only 7 a.m. here in California, and I'm loving it.
There you go. Well, look, I got to bring it, man. So, look, let's talk about this movie, The Wilderness, now, because at first I was wondering what I was getting myself into, but it deals with some serious stuff, and then it has some great information at the end of the movie, too. So, talk about The Wilderness, man.
Yeah, so this movie, The Wilderness, is based off our writer-director Spencer King's real-life experience. He was a teenager, and this happens in the film as well. It opens with him being ripped out of bed in the middle of the night, blindfolded, thrown in the back of a car, and driven out to the Utah desert. And once out there, he learns that, this was sort of they call it a parent-approved kidnapping. And he's in a wilderness therapy program, which is, just one type of program that falls under the troubled teen industry.
And so I mean, it's really kind of I guess I'd say a little bit of a slow burn because we find out a little bit more about your character as it progresses, and kind of maybe makes the audience wonder if you should be there, but also some of the connections you make with some of the other, I don't know, inmates, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slow burn. Especially, because my character is out there and the only sort of control he has at first is just not even talking to these guys. And so my character kind of shuts up for the first part, and then you only see him talk in these flashbacks at the beginning, and then he slowly starts to open up as he makes friends with the other kids that have been sent out there, including Lamar Johnson, who's just amazing in this movie.
Yeah, dude, like you two were pretty cool on your on-screen stuff, and then there's a scene where he looks so excited to see you, and then he's just completely crestfallen when somebody else pops in the screen. I'm like, bruh, you suck.
I know. Look, I have a history with doing Lamar kind of dirty on screen. We did Your Honor together. We got too well for him.
You have a habit of getting shot too, man. You got shot in Daredevil, then you get shot in Your Honor. What's going on with that, man?
I don't know. I know. Everything I do, I'm like, do I have to die in every single thing? I'll tell you, I was doing the last season of Wednesday, reading the last scripts, one eye open, hoping I wasn't coming up on my character's death.
Do I escape? Do I escape? What was it like working with Billie Piper, man? You got kind of ride off in the sunset with her.
Oh my God, I'm such a huge fan. I mean, Penny Dreadful is one of my favorite shows ever. So, and she was so incredible in that, along with so many other things. But that was really cool. I'm really, really excited to see where our characters are in season 3, picking up from that moment.
So we're visiting with Hunter doing The Wilderness, which is out in theaters now. You can also get it streaming on December 16th. One of the things, though, too, is like when I'm watching you in that screener, was that uh, I had just seen Wednesday, I guess, a month ago, and then I went back and watched Daredevil again, and it's just like that psychotic serial killer intensity isn't in this movie, The Wilderness. So I was waiting for that.
I know. I'm finally not playing a psychotic murderer, which it was a nice change. I don't think I can be the murderer every time, or like you said, every time I pop up on screen, people are gonna be like, "Okay, when's he gonna murder somebody?"
Well, so you're also a producer in this though too. Is this your first time behind sitting in that chair?
Yeah, it is. That came about because I got brought the script as an actor, and then I loved the script, and really, I just wanted to. I had so many questions, and just wanted to dive deeper on so many parts of this because I was just genuinely interested. And me and Spencer, the writer director, really just hit it off. And he asked me to come on as a producer so that we could just continue to develop it like that. And then, to be with it from there all the way to the edit. I learned so much just about filmmaking and storytelling.
So I don't know anything about Utah. Is that where y'all filmed the movie? Because I mean, wherever it was, the vistas were beautiful.
Gorgeous. Yeah, yeah. We really, that's where he went. And it's kind of the mecca for these, wilderness programs.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's where most of the wilderness ones are. So we were really out there in the desert for 4 weeks shooting this.
Jeez. So yeah, I mean the troubled teen industry. That was something like at the end. I mean, I guess this isn't a spoiler because I think this is the message of the movie. That there's like like 200,000 troubled teens like are dumped into these like I don't know just troubled teen boarding schools in from hell, and then that there's sometimes several deaths and that a couple hundred deaths could be avoided. I mean, like I didn't realize it was that big of a friggin' deal, man.
Yeah, this is a huge, huge industry. And, these are privately run institutions. And I think that's kind of what Spencer is trying to call attention to is the lack of oversight in these. And yeah, it's a hard thing to track, but we've been working with this organization Unsilenced, and they do such a good job of connecting survivors and letting them tell their stories. And they're a great resource for people. Um, but yeah, there's, you know, you're dealing with kids being sent to these camps, and sometimes they can run from $5 to $30,000 a month. So there's not really, if you think about it, a true incentive to get these kids out of there.
Right.
And so that just lends itself to, and not everybody don't want to do a blanket statement, but
No.
some people abusing their power, of course.
Man, yeah, there's a I'm check out the movie The Wilderness because there's a lot of great stuff that happens in that movie, and it's a very cathartic end, if you will. Hunter Doohan's our guest. Now, one of the other things though too is talking a little bit about you getting shot a lot. So you got killed as Muse, but you didn't get to do some of the wham bam thank you ma'am stunt stuff. But apparently you did get tossed around over in New Zealand for an Evil Dead burn.
Oh yeah. I just got back from filming down in New Zealand for that, and that movie is gonna really be something. As soon as stuff starts going down, it is relentless.
Dude.
That movie, I cannot wait to see how it turns out.
Oh my God, dude! All right, did you get to meet the original Ash? Have you ever met him? You know,
No,
Bruce.
would love to. Yeah, I haven't gotten to meet Bruce.
Dude, I interviewed him one time and it was so funny. The dude is so friggin' sweet. And I was fanboying out, dude. Like I was all like, hi, I'm talking to Bruce Campbell. I'm just a bumbling buffoon. And I was
Try
like,
not to say groovy every other
oh
word.
my God. And I was just like, and I even said, I said, well, I feel like the dog that caught the car. Now I don't know what to do with it. And I'd been trying to interview him for like 7 years at that point. And as we wrapped the interview, he's like, well, hey, great talking to you, man. Talk to you in another 7 years. It's like, guy is just awesome. So I'm stoked for that installment of the Evil Dead. Do you get shot in this one? Wink, wink. I know you can't talk about it.
Anything.
I don't want to get you in trouble, man. So what's next for you on the producer side and acting side, bud?
Yeah, so Evil Dead Burn will come out sometime next year. I'm not sure if we've release date announced
Said
that yet.
July maybe, but you never know.
Yeah, so maybe next summer. And then we're about to go start shooting season 3 of Wednesday. Yeah, Wilderness coming out December 16th. And yeah, as far as working behind the camera, I loved getting to be on that side of things. And so I'm going to try to put together my own projects after that as well.
There you go. All right, man. Well, look, I know I got to let you go. I'm running out of time here, but your thoughts on the Netflix Warner Brother merger? Any thoughts on that, dude? How does that impact you?
That's above my pay grade.
Well played. Well played. That is Hunter Doohan, The Wilderness. Go see it. Tell your friends, tell your enemies. Hunter, thank you so much, dude. I really do appreciate it. And keep up the great work, dude.
Thank you so much.
And that was Hunter Doohan, The Wilderness. It's out now, so go check it out. Yeah, he's a very laid-back individual.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
Well, apparently it was 7 a.m. over there in Los Angeles when I was interviewing him. So
definitely was not in the mood to
he was just like, hi, my name's Hunter. I just woke up. But otherwise, no, he's a really cool dude. So
awesome.
All right, so look, we got about a minute or so before we wrap up this segment. Then next segment, I want to talk a little bit about the boys. Their final season is coming out in April, and it's got Sammy from Supernatural is in it this season.
Really?
And what do you mean, really? You didn't know?
No.
I mean, they got the whole band back
the gang's getting
together.
all
Like,
together.
the entire Supernatural cast has now been in The Boys. And then a Street Fighter trailer dropped. So we'll talk a little bit about that and more. All right. So we are live here at Game On Social Hub out here in Kennedy, old former Circuit City. We got about 15 minutes before we do a drawing, so if you haven't gotten a ticket for the drawing, come on up here and get involved. We got gifts from Pokenola, we got gifts from Go 4 Games, and Game On Social Hub. This is the Week of Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO. Hey, Louisiana sports fans, heads up. Right now, lawmakers in Baton Rouge are running a trick play. They're trying to push through a tax hike that hits sports fans and local businesses. That's right, they want to make sports betting more expensive for you and your fellow sports fans. So time out. Tell your representatives no to a tax hike on Louisiana sports fans. Visit betonla.org. Paid for by the Sports Betting Alliance.
Gumbo Nation, you did it again. Thank you. 10 plus years on air, Mortgage Gumbo Dadcam has grown because of your trust in me as your local preferred lender with all your home loan needs. My recent recognition as a national top lender is awesome, but being your local lender is what matters to me and why I'm so thankful. I promise to continue to earn your trust in making your needs my priority. Visit mortgagegumbo.com.
Hey, Louisiana, how are you stopping litter?
In Terrebonne Parish, we put our trash in a bag and never out the car window.
In Bienville, we bag it, tie it, and put a lid on it.
We keep litter out of our lakes in Lafayette.
And in Calcasieu Parish, we keep our roads clean by clearing out our truck beds and securing our loads.
We need every person in every parish to stop littering and keep Louisiana beautiful. For more litter prevention tips, visit letlouisianashine.org.
Sponsored by Louisiana Lieutenant Governor's Office and Keep Louisiana Beautiful.
If you've been listening to Winning at Life for a while now, you probably already know that estate planning is more than just a will. You may need a trust. You definitely need both of your powers of attorney. So what's your plan? Hi, I'm Wes Blanchard, an estate planning attorney at offices in Metairie. Listen, don't leave your loved ones in a bind. Call me, and we'll make you a plan or update your existing plan. Find me at wjblanchardlaw.com.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. Got to fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're going to be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code OIL25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and details.
Make WRNO your #1 preset on our free iHeartRadio app, powered by Dudley DeBosier, official injury lawyers of the New Orleans Saints. Call 444-4444.
That's 444-4444.
Non-attorney spokesperson Chad Dudley, New Orleans.
This is Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, and you're listening to the Week in Geek. Zoinks! Where's Scooby? Welcome back in to the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared, along with
DJ
and
Scunchie.
And we are live here at Game On Social Hub out here in Kenner. Come on and swing by if you're leaving the Saints game now instead of being stuck in traffic. Hey,
you should ask.
We are going to be here for another hour, and in 15 minutes, well, 12 minutes now, we're going to do a drawing for some of our prizes from Pokinola and from Game On's Social Hub and Go 4 Games. So get those raffle tickets ready. In 12 short minutes, we'll start doing the first round of drawings. And Eric Ballard, who was just here, and I guess now he's cruising along the interstates. Have you seen the Street Fighter trailer? I literally just watched it during the break.
Yeah.
And look, first, I mean, David Dismalchin as M. Bison. He looks cool. He fits the part.
It fits.
Guile with his flat top and that little spin kick. I'm like, what did I just watch? So, but you guys are kind of digging the trailer.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely, man.
100%.
It is. So Street Fighter is, God, it's almost like almost 40, it's like 35 years or something now that it's been around. And they've made a movie before. And you know what?
Yes.
There's something good about that movie, though, because it was Raul Julia's last film.
Sure. Okay, great.
And
Yeah,
he was
that was
great as M. Bison. He really was. Everything else about the movie was terrible.
Yes.
But this, as you were saying, DJ, it feels like they're staring into the skin.
Yeah, they know that the fighting game movies of recent Mortal Kombat have been a little campy. And while Mortal Kombat has not really addressed it, and they've kind of more been like, yeah, we're kind of tough guy, we're so serious.
Get over here.
Yeah, it hasn't really worked for them. So they've realized that if they go in the more campy direction, steer into the skid there, it might work for them. And so far, based on this trailer, oh my gosh, does it work.
And you got a great cast as well. I mean,
Yeah, you got a great cast, but you're gonna make them do a bunch of goofy things that might not play well on the screen.
But
I don't
it
know.
looks great in the trailer. I mean, you did some of the stuff in the trailer, and it looks like it just works. Because
Right.
And
once again,
self-aware. It's very self-aware.
It's a trailer, and the fight scenes we were only seeing like maybe a second and a half, 2 seconds tops. Now there's one cool scene where it looks like Ryu and Ken are like tag teaming some dude by kicking him into the wall. Like that looks sort of cool. So I'm guessing they're going to go the whole sort of campy supernatural route because Hadouken. I mean, so if they're shooting fireballs, then you have to basically say, okay, this is not the real world.
Yeah,
there's a big green monster.
Yeah, well, I think it's gonna.
yeah.
You know how kind of the Minecraft movie kind of satirized itself and didn't take itself seriously at all. I think it's gonna be similar in that vein, but not as extreme. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
like how the Mario movie is, except if it were live action. You know what
I mean, like Mortal Kombat, they say, look, there's an entire new dimension, the Outworld, and that it's magic, and they're sucking out people's soul. So it's based in like sort of magic, and I say air quote real world stuff, But with Street Fighter, there was never really kind of. I don't know how much of the lore of Street Fighter is there where it's just like
there's a lot of lore for Street Fighter. I mean, they've had what, like 8 games or something,
Right,
and
right,
then the whole
but I
bunch of
mean, like
updates.
as far as like the world building, as like I mean, Mortal Kombat's had more of a world building where there's an entire world with an entire history. I mean, like, and it's a rich history, and it apparently destroyed that world several times over. And there's
They
you know,
rebooted it.
yeah, no. I'm talking about like all the ruined statues and all
Oh,
these
yeah.
ruined,
Yeah.
abandoned cities and stuff because Shao Kahn, destroyed all the people of Outworld. He's gonna do the same to Earth. Your dimension is next. No, get our mightiest fighters. Yay!
And Street Fighter is about a general who sits there and goes, "I want to put a tournament on."
Right. I'm bored. Find me the weirdest looking crew of people you can have, and then have them fight. But yeah, like Vega looked pretty cool, with his little mask on there. I didn't see 50 Cent, and I didn't
Yeah,
see.
he was in it.
I know I did. I just said I didn't see him.
No.
Okay, you understand the words that are coming out of
No.
my mouth. So, but also, was Blanca in there? I
No,
didn't
I
see
did
the
not
green
see.
monster
No,
guy.
he wasn't in it. But in the Game Awards where they actually premiered the trailer, they had basically almost the entire cast
What
on
was it?
stage.
So apparently somebody, this dude stole the mic out of David Dismalchin's hand and tried to do some kind of like cool person, like mic drop thing, and it just went over like a
I
fart in
think it was the
church.
guy who played Ken
No, it wasn't Ken.
or Dan.
Dan something,
Yeah,
Levy or I forgot what his name was.
Yeah.
But yeah, like apparently he's a giant tool bag, and people were just like, "Yay, stop it, get off the stage."
Well, they did take a pot shot at Mortal Kombat.
Well, that's what it was. That's what he
Yeah.
was doing, and people were just kind of like, "Yay," whatever. They are two different franchises. I guess at the end of the day, that's what I'm getting
Yeah.
at. So maybe this will work. I don't know.
I think it'll work. Based on a first release trailer is very, very important, and the way that they put it out, and the way that they edited it, and the way that they're presenting this movie initially gives me very, very high hopes.
All right. Well, you know what? As always, though, we strongly urge people to check out the Facebook page where we're streaming live right now, the Week in Geek Radio Show, and follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio, and the Instagrams, the Week in Geek. DJ, where can people also follow us streaming?
So we are also streaming on our Twitter channel, Twig_Radio. Remember that little underscore, and then also on our YouTube page at Twig Radio.
Now, also, you can click that little red microphone button and be a part of the show. Be a part of the show. Download that free iHeartRadio app. Go to News Talk 99.5 WRNO and click that little red microphone button.
Well, hello there.
And you too can be a part of the show, just like this.
This is David Ford, BBC World Service, and I'm urging everyone to write your congressmen and urge them to make stealing from a game shop a felony. Thank you.
Next time, it could be you. Download that free iHeartRadio app, go to News Talk 99.5 WRNO, and click that little red microphone button.
Well, hello there.
So apparently, the BBC is now, I guess they are removing themselves from the nonpartisan thing, and now they want to bury shoplifters or these apparently, as you know, Mac got people walked out of Mac's shop with some more stuff, I know people are awful.
People are awful.
So David Ford, BBC, did something just for Scungy because he saw how much he loved last week's episode.
I dare to challenge my at Magic the Gathering.
And that was your favorite, right? You really enjoyed that, right?
Song of all time.
So
I think.
he gave you another one, Scungy, and I decided that not only was it good enough, I decided to join in the fun. It's now a duet.
Rest the scary gentleman, don't let him get away. Remember, you must enforce the law, even on Christmas Day.
To save us all from shoplifters who have gone astray. Oh, bury them under the jail. Oh, bury shoplifters under the jail. There we go. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Scungy.
Why do you not look happy?
Did that not fill your soul with cheer and
I know.
joy?
You should be filled with the Christmas spirit now, man.
We got a Scrooge over here.
I know, bah humbug. Come on, man. We're about to give away prizes to all these kids, man.
Yeah, please. I would like to
We're
give
about
away
to make-
prizes instead
we're
of
about to
hearing you
make people
sing.
very happy by giving out raffle prizes.
Yes.
And you're all upset because
I'm
you
not
didn't
upset
like
about
the song.
wait.
Riding that joy. Come on.
Oh, restless, scary gentleman, let him get away. Remember, you must enforce the law, even on Christmas.
It's like somebody gave a loaded gun to a baby.
Right?
I hate this show.
Back to this one then.
Both at the same time. Both for each other.
Somebody please. Please.
Can't even make it stop.
Out
Trying to stop
my
it. It wouldn't
misery.
stop it.
And just
You're welcome.
God,
All right, we are live here at Game On Social Hub. We are about to give away raffle prizes, so grab your tickets, everybody. We're about to wrap up hour one. Hour two, we have as our guest at 8:30, none other than Charlie Cox,
the Daredevil himself.
Daredevil himself, the man without fear. And apparently, Charlie Cox is not blind. I had no idea. He's really not blind.
He's a faker.
He's a really good actor, apparently. I mean, I had no idea that he wasn't blind. So we talk about his new movie, Merv, which is out now on Amazon Prime, streaming now on Amazon Prime. So you can check that out. All right. So look, hour one is in the books. Hour two is coming up right here on the Week in Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
You know what your customers are doing right this second? The exact same thing you are, listening to me. Which, let's be honest, is kind of flattering. But my point is, ads on iHeartRadio actually get heard. In the car, at the gym, on the couch, while people are walking their dogs. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. That's right. You're a good boy. So why not make the next ad about you? Get started today. Call 844-844-iHeart or go to iHeartAdvertising.com. That's 844-844-iHeart or iHeartAdvertising.com.
Hi, it's Jewel. Anxiety and depression are at an all-time high, and half the people who need it do not have access to mental health resources. iHeartRadio has joined the hashtag Not Alone Challenge to remind everybody you're not alone. Create a short video in support of mental health advocacy. Then challenge and tag 2 friends to share their story. Use the hashtag Not Alone Challenge. For free resources and to bid on incredible auction items, go to notalonechallenge.org.
News Talk 99.5 WRNO FM, New Orleans, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed youth.
A shadow over the Festival of Lights. I'm Daria Albinger, Fox News. Jews around the world are lighting menorahs at sundown. For the start of Hanukkah, it includes the National Menorah in Washington, D.C., where Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick said this year's ceremony will honor those who died in attacks around the world.
The President of the United States and the First Lady and the Vice President of the United States and the Second Lady, I would like to wish you all a wonderful Hanukkah. Let's celebrate the year. It is a difficult and tough day for what we've lost.
2 U.S. troops and an American civilian were killed in what U.S. officials say was an ISIS attack in Syria. 2 people died at Brown University, 9 were injured, and 16 people were killed. In Australia, the shooters, father and son. New South Wales Police Commissioner has more information on the suspects who opened fire at the world-famous Bondi Beach early today.
We are satisfied that there were 2 offenders involved in yesterday's incident. 1 is deceased. The second is in critical but stable condition in hospital at the moment. The offenders are a 50-year-old and 24-year-old male who are father and son.
Commissioner Mal Lanyon, officials around the world are taking notice.
This illustrates the necessity of the strategic response groups who are ready to respond to terror attacks on a mass scale.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams says the attack shows the need for the NYPD's counterterrorism group. U.S. envoys are arriving in Berlin for another round of talks to end the war in Ukraine. President Trump's special envoy Steve Witkoff and his son-in-law Jared Kushner are taking part as U.S. and European officials, as well as Ukrainian, prepare a series of meetings. America's listening to Fox News.
News Talk 99.5 WRNO comes from the Mortgage Gumbo Studios.
Your locally trusted home loan lender, MortgageGumbo.com.
Your holiday to-do list can be longer than Santa's. Between the shopping, the decorating, kids' concerts, and, oh yeah, keeping the magic alive. iHeartRadio is here to bring the joy to your busy days with commercial-free Christmas stations like iHeart Christmas. Or dozens of playlists so you can pick and match your holiday vibe. Open your free iHeart app and search Holiday to explore stations, playlists, and more.
The free iHeartRadio app is #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one. Discover a new podcast from our library of over 350,000 titles. Here's an iHeartRadio podcast preview.
Russ Faria was charged with a crime that he swore he did not commit.
No, I did not do that. I do not know how this happened. I did not do that. I was not involved with it.
Just after Christmas, Troy, Missouri, 2011.
The jury was left with no alternative, and in most people's words, the husband did it. Who else would have?
The prosecutor said it was rage, greed. We wouldn't be here if the answer was that easy.
In my opinion, an innocent man got charged with murder, and then it sort of snowballed from there.
I'm Keith Morrison. I've been a correspondent for Dateline NBC for 25 years. And in that time, I've never seen a story quite like this before. As we investigated this saga of murder, greed, lies, things became personal. What happens when a true crime show becomes part of the story? We could never have imagined.
I've worked on other cases that have twists and turns, but I've never worked on a case like this with so many twists and turns that were completely unpredictable.
From Dateline NBC, this is The Thing About Pam, the wild and unbelievable story of the murder of Betsy Faria.
I'd like to see this story conclude with justice. Betsy Faria has not received justice. Russ Faria has not received justice. Her family has not received justice.
And if we've learned anything in all the years we followed this story, anything is possible.
Whoa.
I'm Keith Morrison. The Thing About Pam, an all-new podcast from Dateline NBC. Subscribe now.
Listen and follow this podcast for free on the iHeartRadio app. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one.
This is your time.
Going where no show has gone before. This is the Week in Geek with David D. Squared, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. Heard live on News Talk 99.5 WRNO and the iHeartRadio app. Here's D. Squared.
This is the Week in Geek on News Talk 99.5 WRNO. I'm your Steve Square along with
DJ
and
Skunky.
And we are live here at Game On Social Hub out here in Kenner, the former Circuit City. Hour 2 of the Week in Geek is now in progress. Congratulations to our first hour winners of the raffle. People are winning stuff, man. Just in time for Christmas. Get some gift cards for Go For Games, free Pokemon cards from Pokenola, and, of course, $25 gift cards to the arcade right here at Game On Social Hub, just in time for Christmas. So if your kids aren't here with you, pocket the present and then just put it in their stocking.
Yes.
Save yourself a couple of dollars. Look, believe me,
it'll be worth it.
It piles up after a while. Hour 1, we had Hunter Doohan from the new movie The Wilderness. He played the Hyde in the Wednesday Addams movie series. So this hour we've got none other than the Daredevil, the man without fear. Charlie Cox will join us at 8:30. His new movie Merv, with him and Zoe Deschanel, the new girl.
The new girl.
They are going to. It's streaming now on Amazon Prime. It's a little Christmas movie, and so we talk about it. It's got a little dog in it. The dog. What was this? What was the movie where the dog was? It was the horror film with the dog.
Oh, with the dog
Good
as the main
boy.
character?
Good boy.
Yeah.
So somebody actually asked him about that on like the red carpet or whatever, and he was like, "Well, Merv just does sad really, really well because the dog basically gets depression because they split up." I know. Oh, everybody. But it's Christmas, so they find the meaning of love and happiness and joy to the world. You know, it's a wonderful thing.
Heartwarming.
So yeah. So that's what's going to happen there. So we'll be talking to him about that. So now also this hour, I guess we've got the Game Awards.
Yes.
So we've got about 30 minutes to pretty much jump into all of it. So hey, let's try this. And now, your top nerd news stories from around the world, brought to you by the Viridian Tea Company. Find them on Etsy. And now, your top nerd news stories. All right, Scungy, you've got 3 sheets of notes.
Basically.
3 sheets of notes. Holy sheets! What do you got? What do you got for us?
So basically, and I kind of want to jump into this a little bit first. The Game Awards was a award show that's like it's maybe 10 years now or something.
Yeah, it's been going on for a long time.
It was started by a man by the name of Jeff Keighley.
Mhm.
He is a reporter in the gaming world. He is a true gamer. He loves gaming and everything about gaming. He's like one of the ambassadors of it. They call this thing the Game Awards, and they don't really focus on the awards anymore.
Yeah.
This is basically an extended 3.5, 4-hour trailer show.
Yeah, like another showcase.
It's just this is what's coming out, and now it's gotten to the point where this is even bigger almost than E3. You get more reveals here than you do at E3.
Really?
It's
so
really,
it's like the Hall H of the gaming awards.
basically, yeah.
Essentially.
So they gave away some awards. I'll touch on that real quick. This basically the Game Awards belong to Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
So
won everything.
Did you know that Charlie Cox does a voice in that?
Yes, he was nominated for for the best performance.
Well, a poor guy because he probably would have declined it.
Yeah, right. He would have declined it because he said most of the work was done by the motion capture people. Because the motion capture people, they did voice work for it. He just dubbed over it.
Yeah,
and also he doesn't play the game. He's never played the game. He doesn't know anything about the game. And to his credit, he's just like, look, I did the voice. He goes, please don't give me any credit.
Yeah.
Which is really awesome of somebody who's not, who, maybe like, yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
I'm the reason that game is awesome. Yeah, buddy.
I mean, it won, just to give you an idea of somebody, art direction, best indie game, score, it won best RPG, best stage direction.
Can you not read your own handwriting?
And it won Game of the Year.
It won 9 total awards. Basically, if you were going against this game, you lost.
So in the awards part, that was the big news in the awards front of it. Now I would like to say that Games for Impact, I was very happy. South of Midnight won. That was one of my picks of one of the top games of the year.
Okay.
That one was really cool. But who cares about awards at an awards show, apparently?
Yeah, we got stuff to announce.
All about the new stuff being announced. So,
so what?
There's some really weird stuff that was announced.
Well, let's start off with stuff people might know, like Total War, Warhammer 40K. And it's got David Harbour from Stranger Things.
Yes, and it is going to be galaxy-wide combat.
Oh.
So it's not just like it was like in the Total War series where, we're going to be on these skirmishes and
and you're just fighting it like orcs or whatever.
Yeah, it's a galactic scale of it. And like David Harbour apparently is a very big Warhammer fan.
I was not aware of that.
And he is like stupid excited about it.
I hope he does not become friends with Henry Cavill.
I was about to say, yeah.
They better not. They better not become friends because then I'll
have
to disown David Harbour.
That is going to be so.
And he's on,
Did you hear that?
Hey, meet my mate, Henry Cavill.
He's going to show up in the last part of Stranger Things too, because they're such good
Shut
friends.
up! You're such a liar. I hate your face. Read your stupid notes that you're written in whatever you write.
Yes, I know it's gibberish. Some other things. John Carpenter's got a game that's coming out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's another, and it's
Is it
actually
Halloween?
said another zombie game is what they said, but they use an adjective before it that I can't say. But it is
another
called
gosh
Toxic,
darn.
Toxic Commando.
Wait, I heard about
And
that.
it's very tongue in cheek. It's got that humor, that John
Yeah.
Carpenter humor to it.
Yeah.
It looks like a squad based zombie game.
I remember seeing something before. I'm just kind of I remember cocking my head, going, "Huh?" But you're right, maybe.
I never thought I'd see the day where I wanted another squad-based zombie game. But playing Left 4 Dead 2 80 times in a row. I think.
You know what? It's funny you should mention Left 4 Dead.
Wait, what?
There's not another Left 4 Dead, but the creator of Left 4 Dead
is
dead. Mr. Lens Flare himself, J.J. Abrams, are collaborating to make a new game.
Is it going to be a zombie game?
It is. Four Loop is all they say about it.
Four Loop, Four Loco.
Yeah, Four Loop. It's. They didn't give a lot of it.
So they're hawking an energy drink that gets you drunk.
Bad Robot is making this game with the guys from Left 4 Dead.
You know what I'm happy about? That Bad Robot will not be making any more Star Trek movies. So
I'm
there's that.
very happy about that. I am very happy about that. Let's see. What else? I'm jumping around here.
But we can also listen to the new Starfleet Academy song. This is the new theme song for Starfleet Academy. Scunchy's so psyched about this. This is his new favorite jam. Oh wait, they're gonna work together, right? Oh yeah, we're Starfleet Academy. Yeah,
pop plot.
I did want to mention Larian Studios' Divinity. This is the trailer that we watched over one of the breaks, and we definitely will not be able to air this trailer.
No.
But go check it out. Like, this is a must-watch
make
trailer.
Sure your kids aren't around when you watch it.
Yeah, I was disgusted by it at first, and it takes a lot to disgust me.
Yeah, it is. It is very not safe for work. That
they did a what's it called whenever you do something crazy for promotion?
Guerrilla?
No,
like guerrilla warfare.
I guess guerrilla promoting, but they basically put this huge cryptic statue in the middle of New Mexico, and it looked crazy, and nobody knew where to store. The people thought it was God of War, but it was this game. So if you saw that on the news, go check out the Divinity trailer.
Nice. All right. So when we come back, we got more news from the Game Awards.
Some big reveal.
Shoot, what was one of the I forgot.
We got some Resident Evil news. We got some Tomb Raider news. We got some Star Wars news. Oh, dude, we got some other stuff.
All right, all that and more right here on the Weekend Geek, broadcasting live from Game On Socail Hub. If you haven't gotten a raffle ticket, get up here quick. 45 minutes comes quick. This is the Weekend Geek on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
I'm Stephen Curry. This is Gentleman's Cut. I think what makes Gentleman's Cut different is me being a part of, developing the profile of this beautiful finished product. With every sip, you get a little something different.
Visit gentleman'scutbourbon.com or your nearest Total Wines or Bevmo. This message is intended for audiences 21 and older. Gentleman's Cut Bourbon, Boone County, Kentucky. For more on Gentleman's Cut Bourbon, please visit gentleman'scutbourbon.com. Please enjoy responsibly.
When you see the black and gold hit the field, yell. And when you've been injured in a car wreck, official injury lawyers of the New Orleans Saints. 444-4444.
JLJ, New Orleans, LA 251-900. Paid endorsement.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure.
The free iHeartRadio app is #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one. Discover a new podcast from our library of over 350,000 titles. Here's an iHeartRadio podcast preview.
Peter Bogdanovich is a man of many
Peter Bogdanovich burst upon the film world.
Bogdanovich is best known as a director of films like The Last.
Peter Bogdanovich helped change the way movies were made, starting with his first hit in 1971, The Last Picture Show.
Thought you might want to go to the picture show.
Might as well go. At age 31, he became one of the hottest directors in Hollywood.
All his life, he's wanted to make movies, and he did.
His self-confidence. He knew what he wanted to do.
Now, this movie fan is a successful director.
Peter's career was kind of the ultimate triumph of the film critic, film nerd, film buff.
And he liked being in love.
Peter and I, we were the first unmarried couple on the cover of People magazine. Oh, horrors.
You have her, you have 4 pictures in a row that make
People hated them.
A guy has to learn to hate you.
But Peter's success did not last.
I made a lot of mistakes, but we're starting again now.
And just as he was on his way back up,
She fell in love with another man.
Happiest girl in the world.
he suffered an unspeakable tragedy.
Playboy magazine's 1980 Playmate of the Year has been found shot to death.
And finally, the phone rings. I answered it. It was Hefner. He said 2 words. Dorothy's dead.
I'm Ben Mankiewicz, your host for The Plot Thickens, a new podcast from Turner Classic Movies. Each season, we'll bring you an in-depth story about the movies and the people who make them. Our first season, I'm still Peter Bogdanovich.
Listen and follow this podcast for free on the iHeartRadio app. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one.
This is the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. Like them on Facebook and follow them on Twitter at Twig Radio. Do it now.
Welcome back in to the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host D Squared along with
DJ
and
Scungy.
And we are live at Game On Social Hub, thanks to our sponsors, Pokinola, Go4Games, and of course, Game On Social Hub. We got about 45 minutes before we do our last drawings for the Pokemon cards, gift cards to Game On and Go4. All right, so let's continue our conversation about the Game Awards, which is about trailers and not Game Awards.
Yes, it's about trailers. It's not about awards.
That's better because reading off an awards list is boring. Talking about trailers is more fun.
So, we finally got some new information on Resident Evil 9.
Yeah.
Requiem.
Yeah.
And surprise, surprise, Mr. Leon Kennedy.
He's back.
Comes back.
He is back.
All right.
Some dragging him to Raccoon City somehow, some way after a
Something
been through.
Leon Kennedy's return.
Now he's back.
And
is he a zombie?
It is moving back to a third-person type of game, kind of like Resident Evil 4 and 5 and 6 was. 7 and 8 moved to the first-person shooter. So this is probably going to be more grounded, like your traditional one.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about that. I mean, I like the direction that the game's been going.
I'm excited as well.
I heard you got a new car.
Yeah.
Yeah, he drives a sponsored Porsche now. Yeah, for like a car worth probably more than your house. Leon Kennedy just casually drives around.
He did save the president's daughter.
That is fair, but also you're saying he might be a zombie. People are noticing in the trailer he had something like on his neck, some red.
That was a hickey from Jill Valentine.
Yeah, surely. And people are hoping she maybe pops back up too. You know,
we
can only hope. We can only wish.
Well, maybe they both are zombies and they find love in the afterlife. Maybe that's what it is.
You know what?
You get to fight. You get to fight as a zombie to take out those pesky humans.
It's like that movie Warm Bodies.
Yeah. Do they have a zombie attack game where they kill humans? That would be fun. I would play a zombie.
Stubbs the Zombie. It's on Xbox.
Wow. All right. I want to play a game where I'm a zombie trying to eat humans. That sounds fun. Let's do that.
So the next one. This is probably the biggest news that was dropped. Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic.
A
single-player action RPG set in the Old Republic that is directed by the guy who directed the first KOTOR and Mass Effect. Casey Hudson.
I have it in the notes. Tweeted.
Very good. So
I am worried about this title because
I understand.
Think about the last I don't know, 3 or 4 cinematic Star Wars trailers we've seen from games, yeah, they're not out. These games are not coming out.
Hey,
Yeah, what
Outlaws
about
came out.
Eclipse?
Yeah,
Like
Eclipse,
Where did
the
that go? Where
the
did Eclipse
SWTOR
go?
remake, all
Yeah.
whatever remake it was.
Yeah, they're having a KOTOR remake, and even though like that's still nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
They announced that they're working on KOTOR 2 as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They've announced all of these things. Surely at least one of them has to come out eventually. But so far, we've seen none of them. So, that's just a little bit of worry for me.
It is.
They haven't even started like having a Mandalorian Grogu game yet either.
No, that's not
Like,
even
how
in
does-
the
how does-
midst of anything. Yeah,
they're missing a trick here.
they're missing a lot of stuff.
And-
so hopefully, I don't know.
But on top of that, that wasn't the only Star Wars game announced.
Uh-oh.
There
They
was
had
another one called Galaxy Racer that is made by the people who made Burnout, which is one of my favorite racing series, and
Okay.
Need for Speed.
Yeah.
So
Very
it's
arcadey.
So it looks very arcadey, but they announced that. So you've got not one but 2 Star Wars games that, if DJ is right, will never come out.
So does it have pod racing? Now that's
Yeah,
what I
it
call
does-
pod racing.
It does have pod racers in it, but it has all the gamut of like vehicles.
Like the old Luke Skywalker's
Like
slow air speeder.
The air speeders and the T100s or whatever that they said. The bike, it's got the swoop bikes as well.
Yeah. All right.
I will say, if these games were to come out, I would be very excited. These do seem like they would be good games.
I mean, what's the last good one we had? Was the
Jedi Survivor.
Yeah, Jedi
Fallen Order.
Survivor.
I actually liked Outlaws. I thought Outlaws was fun because it wasn't Jedi's.
Yeah,
it
that makes
wasn't.
sense.
It was. I liked the scoundrel.
The thing, it could have been more. It could have been
better, but it was still fun to
Yeah.
play. The story
Did
was a
they
little
fix
weak.
all the bugs? Because I mean,
Yes.
isn't it
They
still on?
eventually have to.
Yeah, they
Isn't
did.
it? Isn't it still on Game Pass? Because I haven't played it yet.
No, it's not on Game Pass.
It's not on Game Pass, so I got to buy it. Oh, okay. Well,
dude, it's like
I
$5.
still
Yeah,
haven't
but dude,
played
it is. It is.
No, I
very
don't know
cheap.
exactly if it's $5,
It's
but
very
it's
cheap.
definitely not
Is
60.
it on the clearance bin in the in the Xbox shop?
Definitely, 100%.
yeah.
It's gonna be.
We got new news. There's Tomb Raider.
Two
Once
of 'em.
again, you got a twofer. Tomb Raider.
Yes.
They are remaking the first Tomb Raider.
The original,
The
like
original,
the original
Legacy of Atlantis. So it's like a reimagining, remaking of the very first Lara Croft Tomb Raider. Then they also announced what was called Catalyst. Catalyst, which is a brand new Lara Croft adventure.
Yeah, so it's gonna be the
Now-
fourth one in this new franchise.
So
they've
the
done.
ones where it was Tomb Raider, Rise of Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb
Yeah,
Raider,
Shadow of the
Rise
Tomb
of the
Raider,
Tomb
yeah.
Raider, which all 3 of those, which you can get them dirt cheap right now. I highly suggest.
Oh yeah, I got
going to play them.
the whatever the Frozen one was. I got the deluxe edition at GameStop for literally $7.
It is that it was a fantastic
all of 'em are
series,
great.
and I love the direction they did. So I'm cool with this because it's just going to be more.
There's more
if
cool
it's
Tomb Raider. I
More
don't mind.
than that. Man, there was so many other things. They showed they didn't show a trailer for it, but they talked about the new First Light, the 007 game. There's a new 007 game. Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, Lenny Kravitz can be the villain.
He's going to be the villain. Lenny
Yeah.
Kravitz.
Well, and something that wasn't at the Game Awards, but it's in the show notes, and we didn't even get to it. Was Saul Shogunate?
Yeah.
Which is basically samurais in space, which I'm here for. Just give me more samurais. I need more samurais.
They've got a 3 versus 3 Invincible game, a fighting game.
Oh,
They announced
God.
a bunch more characters for that. Yeah.
More characters for that. Man, this is
one that I'm personally excited about. I'm not sure if y'all have played this, but the Forest games. Did y'all ever play the Forest?
I
Whenever
heard
that came out?
Forest 3.
Forest 3. They're making
Yeah,
a
what?
third one. The first, it's basically you're on a plane. You crash land on this mysterious random island. Lose your son. Go find your son. Realize, wait, this isn't just some random island. This is like a test experiment where they're running tests on like cannibals and stuff. And so I gotta go find my son in this random facility. And then they have Sons of the Force, which is the second one. I never played it, so I don't really know much about it. Heard it was good, but they've announced a third, so it's gonna be good.
There was this one game that I saw a preview for. It was called Bradley the Badger.
Bradley the Badger.
The best thing that I can describe is like that's it right there.
Oh, Bradley the Badger.
I
saw that one.
It's a fever dream.
I thought it was AI at first.
It is a platformer where you're playing this badger, but it's like a guy wakes up and he's a human. And it's like, is he playing as a badger or what? It's so weird, but it's Evan Peters is in it, right? Was it Evan Peters? The dude from
Quicksilver. He was
from
Quicksilver.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's in it. So that one is like, go see the trailer because I can't explain it. It's so weird that I can't even explain it.
You know what else? Also, they announced was Diablo 4. So and what's funny, I've been playing Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred. So now it's what something
Lord
of Hatred. And so they added two new classes though. They added a paladin. I forgot what the other one was. So I mean, I might end up having to buy the freaking expansion because. So here's the thing, like Diablo. Like it sucked me back in, and the thing is, they've added more stuff. So they're like I completed the whole campaign mode, but then they've got this thing called the Hell Tides, where in essence portions of the map just become infested with demons and all these other crazy things. But the loot they drop is unreal. And then if you get so many points or kill so many of a certain type of monster, you can go cash it in for extra stuff, and so you get like legendary items and things like that. And so it sucks you in, and next thing you know, you look up and 3 hours of your life have gone away.
That's what Diablo does,
and I'm
though,
just like,
man.
oh my god, I need to go to bed. I have a job.
Yeah, it is, and they got a couple of D&D games coming out too.
What?
Yeah, Wizards of the Coast are making.
Oh, yeah.
There's one called Warlock, which was with Trisha Helfer from Battlestar.
Yeah, but they're saying it's like 3 years away.
I know,
It's just like, hey, we had an idea.
Yeah,
that's the worst part when they come out with, hey, we got this great idea for a game. See you in 3 years. Like, oh,
but they do have another one called Exodus coming out, which looks very much like a Mass Effect clone, where you have a crew, you put together your ship, and you're going on missions and everything. But Wizards of the Coast is doing that one as well.
Well, good luck with them. Hopefully.
Yeah.
So, all right. Before we got anything
I got
else?
one thing for me. Anybody who's a fan of Marvel Rivals, kind of the big hero shooter of this year.
Oh yeah.
They've been just announcing characters every like couple months as a hero shooter does, and they've just announced Deadpool, which I think it's gonna bring me back to the games, bring a lot of other people. But something I noticed about this Deadpool and recent video game Deadpools was that they're kind of shifting away from the millennial kind of humor of like chimichangas, randomness, etc., and moving toward Gen Z humor of like more ironic and
really?
yeah, and it's weird to see my generation kind of be adapted for more mainstream stuff. It's just weird. I'm getting old.
Wait, yeah, because now you've got jobs and they're making money, and now you can spend said money and not have to ask your parents for money. And so they're like, hey, a new group of people have money, sick them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's going on.
Yeah, you're going to actually be happy. I'll tell you this really quick. The Lego Batman, the Arkham Across the Arkhamverse.
Yeah.
It's now everything. It even includes the Keaton Batman.
Oh yeah,
all of the movies.
And they announced the release date and also a deluxe edition, which includes an Arkham pack, so you get like actual like the Arkham game skins and also a Batman Beyond pack.
Do they have a Daredevil skin in Rivals yet?
Oh, they do have Daredevil in Rivals. So there you go.
Does it have the double D on it?
Oh yeah.
Because Charlie Cox, the man without fear, Daredevil is next. He's our guest, Charlie Cox from Daredevil's new movie Merv, which is streaming now on Amazon Prime. So Charlie Cox next. We're live at Game On Social Hub. 30 more minutes. You ain't got a raffle ticket. Get your booty up here and get yourself a raffle ticket. This is the Week of Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
This is new. Hello. Jim started advertising with iHeartRadio way back in April. And now?
I have customers out the door!
And this is Sarah.
Hi.
She started putting a portion of her marketing dollars in podcasting back in June.
Business is booming. That's why I'm working on a Saturday.
Want to be like Jim and Sarah? It's easy. All you have to do is own or manage a business and reach out to iHeart. Get started today at 844-844-iHeart or iHeartAdvertising.com.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Coming soon.
We're going to be so late for the concert. We should be there by now.
Just need to make a little detour and stop for gas real quick. I know a cheap place down the road.
Are you serious? We're going to miss the show because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is great. It's a free app that gets you cash back when you buy gas.
Wait, you mean I can get money back just for buying gas? Really?
Yep, and it really works. I've actually made around $200 this year already. Now, pull over so you can download Upside before we miss the concert.
Pulling over? You had me at $200.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you buy gas. Use promo code RING to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first fill up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank or as a gift card. Download Upside and use promo code RING for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code RING for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Use promo code RING.
Offers vary by user and location at participating merchants. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
The free iHeartRadio app is #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one. Discover a new podcast from our library of over 350,000 titles. Here's an iHeartRadio podcast preview.
We don't have to do this. You know that, right?
After all we've been through.
This is the official The Last of Us podcast. I'm Christian Spicer. I'm a writer, podcaster, and a huge fan of The Last of Us. In this show, we'll be recapping the story of part 1 while diving deep into the making of. We'll be talking to people like writer and creative director Neil Druckmann.
At first, they don't like each other. And by the end of it, they're going to love each other like the way a parent loves a child or a child loves their parent, and they're willing to do anything for each other.
You'll hear from voice actors like Ashley Johnson and Troy Baker.
I feel like the line is blurred between me and Ellie at this point.
She may be a monster, but for right now, she's a little girl, and I can't abandon a little girl.
And we'll be talking to some of the developers who created the game from the ground up.
And I could sense how different this game was from any other game that existed before.
The fact that the game has both a clicker ripping your throat out and Ellie telling you a joke from a joke book, I think that makes for just a really rich and multifaceted experience.
You want us to just leave you here? Yes.
No way.
I will not turn into one of those things.
How could you not know what loss is in this world? I mean, everyone has lost someone.
We'll also give you what we've all been waiting for, a behind-the-scenes look into the making of the long-awaited sequel, The Last of Us Part 2.
Definitely, this is more of Joel's story, the first game. Whereas the second game is definitely more of Ellie's story.
Even if I weren't a part of it, I would be blown away.
I struggled for a long time with surviving. No matter what, you keep finding something to fight for.
Subscribe now so you don't miss a thing. The official The Last of Us podcast.
Listen and follow this podcast for free on the iHeartRadio app. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one.
Hey, this is Booker T, WWE Hall of Famer, and you're listening to the Weekend Geek on WRNO. Now, can you dig that, sucker?
Welcome back into the Weekend Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared. Let's go to the guest line. It's Christmas time, and that means Christmas movies. And a new one that's streaming on Amazon Prime right now is called Merv, with none other than Charlie Cox. Charlie, how are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. And so it's you and Zoe Deschanel and a cute little puppy just in time for Christmas, huh?
That's it. Just the dog.
So look, talk about the movie, man. So I got to watch it last night. So, but I want to hear it from you, pal.
Yeah, you know, it's a sweet little movie. It's about a couple who have broken up and they are co-parenting a dog. The dog has become depressed because of their separation, and so Russ, my character, decides to take him on a trip to a dog beach in Florida. Anna, played by Zoe, gets a bit of FOMO and she ends up crashing the party. Bit of fun and games in the sun, bit of hilarity, and maybe a sprinkle of romance, and there's a Christmas movie.
And there was a sprinkle of salsa dancing in there too, man. So talk about the salsa dancing for Christmas.
Oh dear, I was hoping you wouldn't bring that up.
Hell no, I got to, man.
You know, I do for my other job as a superhero. I do a lot of stunts, and
Yes.
I really enjoy that element of the filmmaking process, and I tend to pick up the choreography pretty well. This salsa was a whole different ballgame. I had to have probably 10 hours of practice before they let me even near Zoe Deschanel. So
So it's really funny. So like I grew up in the theater here in New Orleans, so like Le Petit Theater, and when I first auditioned for a show, couldn't dance worth a lick, man. I mean, it was awful. I was awful. I took Taekwondo, and then when I came back and auditioned for like Oliver Twist, I'm picking up the dance moves, and the choreographer's like, "What did you take dance lessons?" I'm like, "No, Taekwondo." She goes, "That'll do it."
wow.
And I'm like,
Wow.
"Hey."
That's very good to know. Well, my kids do Taekwondo, so that's great. That's
That
good
is
to know.
awesome, man. So like I try to tell my kid, I'm like, look, just learn all kinds of new stuff. You know, like you never know what
That's
you
it.
might use. So Merv is out streaming now, and talk about the little puppy too, because like I mean, I don't want to give anything away, but apparently the dog works his way into your heart, and then Charlie Cox himself found a puppy, right?
This is correct. Yeah. Well, so when we were on set, one of the background artist dogs was a border terrier, and border terriers have always had a special place in my heart. A friend of mine had one growing up, and I've always, wanted one. My children are at an age now where they're kind of ready to look after a dog and have a dog in the family, and so this trainer put me in touch with a breeder, and we picked up a little dog called Quinn.
So how long did it take to film this movie? Because it seems like it was really just kind of y'all were laid back and having a good time in this movie. So it seems like
Yeah, we made it in 2023. I think it was probably about 6 weeks in
Really?
North Carolina, Wilmington, North Carolina.
Oh,
Which
nice.
is a great town. I had a fantastic time there.
So one of the songs in there is 1 week. Had you ever heard that song before? Or
Oh man, yeah, I was born in the 80s.
I thought so because I'm sitting here watching this movie last night, and I'm going like either I'm old or the movie is just speaking to me on several different levels because it felt like this 80s 90s flick. Like, I'm just like did
I
this
tell
on
you what,
purpose.
trying to learn. It wasn't the words; it's the pace at which the words are
Okay, the
sung.
Chinese chicken, yeah. Right.
Oh, I mean, I had it in the car playing on loop for weeks trying to get it.
That is awesome. Merv is out streaming now. So I guess was there anything else besides getting the dog that you really kind of took away from this movie? Was this like your first like Christmas movie per se, like your rom com Christmas movie?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, I did a movie 20 years ago called Stardust, which
Oh yeah.
in the UK kind of they play it a lot over the Christmas period. So it's kind of there's nothing in it that's kind of Christmassy, but it's kind of ended because it's kind of a family movie. It's kind of ended up being like kind of a Christmassy movie over
Like Die Hard.
in Europe,
Like Die Hard.
like Die Hard. But even Die Hard takes place over Christmas itself, doesn't
Oh,
it?
okay. Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah. So, but no, this was my first, out and out Christmas movie. And to be honest, Merv is barely a Christmas movie. I mean, there's a little bit of snow.
there is snow there.
Yeah.
So all right, I gotta ask because you had this weird ass accent going on in the movie. Like what was that accent, dude? Because you clearly don't have it right now. So what's up with that? What did you do?
No, that's my accent. That's
You
the accent I'm
lied.
talking in now.
No,
I
you're
promise you, that's the same. I use my own accent in the movie.
you don't sound like you sounded in the movie right. Well, we're speaking right now, bro.
Really? Well, it's the same accent.
Wow, dang. All right, well, okay. Apparently, I need to get my ears checked. Then apparently.
Well, Russ is a little bit more soft spoken than I am. Maybe
I
he's a
think
little bit more
so.
meek.
Because you're a school teacher, so you got to be nice to the kids.
Yeah.
So, was there anything that you and Zoe that really enjoyed doing while you were making this movie?
I mean, it was really fun, and even though people tell you don't work with dogs and and children, it was really fun working with the animals. It's particularly Gus who plays Merv. He was such an amazing co-star. He was so professional, so easy to work with, so fun. It was actually a real joy. So I would say that it's difficult because you have to. There's a lot going on when the dog's in a scene.
Yeah.
Including like trainers with sausages on sticks all over the set to make sure the dog's looking where he's supposed to be looking. So, if I'm acting with opposite Zoe, sometimes she's got a sausage like hovering around her head, so the dog is looking at her.
Oh, I thought so that she would keep looking at you. I'm like Like, I didn't realize you needed to do that to Zoe. She's a pro, man.
No, just for the dog because the Gus loves those sausages.
So like, I saw like the red carpet for Merv, like he's back there jumping up and down, but he's got a lot. He's got a lot of sad eyes in this movie. We didn't get to see a lot of jumping in the movie. He had a lot of sad eyes.
I know. Well, that's because he's such a good performer. He's such a good actor.
He is. He is. All right, Charlie Cox is our guest. Merv is out streaming now on Amazon. All right, one final thing before we wrap up, dude. All right, so Daredevil, Born Again, getting the band back together. Jessica Jones, the whole gang, man, and you got the double D on your chest, man.
That's it. It's all happening. Finally, I've earned it after 10 years.
So, and look, I just got to say, because that original series back on Netflix, dude, when you were in that hallway, the fight with basically like a t-shirt wrapped around your skull, dude, like there was nothing more gritty and more real than that fight scene that I've seen ever, really. I mean, that was the thing that sold me on Daredevil, where I'm in. I'm like, I don't care what you do, even that ugly ass mustard suit you wore in She-Hulk, I'm totally down with the new Daredevil, bro.
Oh, great, that's it. Yeah, all right. Well, luckily no more mustard for you then.
Thank you. That is Charlie Cox. Thank you so much. Merv, streaming now on Amazon. Thank you, Charlie, and Merry Christmas to you, buddy.
Merry Christmas.
I'm Stephen Curry, and this is Gentleman's Cut. I think what makes Gentleman's Cut different is me being a part of, developing the profile of this beautiful finished product. With every sip, you get a little something different.
Visit gentleman'scutbourbon.com or your nearest Total Wines or Bevmo. This message is intended for audiences 21 and older. Gentleman's Cut Bourbon, Boone County, Kentucky. For more on Gentleman's Cut Bourbon, please visit gentleman'scutbourbon.com. Please enjoy responsibly.
Do you know what your retirement is going to look like? Tune in to News Talk 99.5 Sundays at 11 a.m. to hear from Anthony Kangemi with Wealth Builders to help secure your retirement.
Make WRNO your number one preset on our free iHeartRadio app, powered by Dudley DeBosier, official injury lawyers of the New Orleans Saints. Call 444-4444.
That's 444-4444.
Non-attorney spokesperson Chad Dudley, New Orleans.
iHeartRadio presents Stuff You Should Know.
What's the Doomsday Clock, Josh?
So the Doomsday Clock is a metaphorical clock that is overseen by the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists. It's a graphic representation of how close humanity is to self-inflicted disaster.
They moved a second hand on the clock forward to 89 seconds to midnight, which means it's the closest that clock has ever been to midnight since they started.
In 1947, when the U.S. and Russia were starting the Cold War, it was 7 minutes to midnight. We're now less than 2 minutes away from midnight. The furthest away it was from midnight was 1991, after the Soviet Union dissolved. It was all the way back from 17 minutes to midnight.
I think it's a valuable thing because it just raises awareness every year with people. Just another thing to kind of say, hey, like we're not headed in the right direction as humanity goes.
All these things that have been developing for a while have been accelerated because of the threat multiplier of misinformation and disinformation and conspiracy theories.
For the entire Doomsday Clock episode and everything else in the Stuff You Should Know universe, open the free iHeart app, search Stuff, and listen now.
My name is Optimus Prime, and you are listening to the
Starscream here, and you are listening to The Week in Geek. Call me Lord.
Welcome back in to the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared, along with
DJ
and
Scungy.
And we are live here at Game On Social Hub. It is our last segment of the night. And we've got 15 more minutes before we do the final drawings. We've got gifts from Pokenola, Pokemon cards from Pokenola. We got gift cards for Go4 Games and Game On Social Hub. So if you haven't got a raffle ticket, come on up. And actually, I got a feeling we're gonna be pulling a lot of extra numbers because the birthday party that wrapped up about 20 minutes ago was like a mass exodus. So You people that are still here, you are the lucky chosen
Yes, if
few.
you haven't gotten a ticket yet, please come on up and get
Come on up and get one. No purchase necessary. You just have to suffer and listen to this god awful radio show.
Terrible.
That airs every Sunday night from 7 to 9 on News Talk 99.5 WRNO. And we are streaming live on our Facebook page, English, I'm going to learn it one day. Our Facebook page, The Week in Geek Radio Show, and follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio, and the Instagram's The Week in Geek. And DJ, where are we streaming stuff?
So we are also streaming live on our Twitch channel, Twig_radio, and then also on our YouTube at Twig Radio. And our podcast will automatically be uploaded if this dummy forgets to upload it. So there you go.
Which you can just guarantee that I will forget to upload it. And also, you can click that little red microphone button and nothing will happen.
Hello there.
But you can click that little red microphone button.
Well, okay.
And you too can be a part of the show and annoy Scungy like this. Whoopsie.
Oh, yeah, you annoy me because you don't do it right.
And annoy Scungy like this.
Arrest this scary gentleman, don't let him get away.
Come on, you all know the words.
You don't enforce the law, even on Christmas Day.
You're welcome.
Hello, police.
There's been a crime.
There's been a crime.
Somebody committed a crime on God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen.
Yeah.
All right. So in 2 weeks from now, we are going to be live at Go For Games for their membership appreciation day.
Awesome.
Yeah. And so what?
Well, yeah. So I was going to tell people about this membership day.
Well, before we get into that, though, we are going to be broadcasting live from 7 to 9. But beforehand, we're going to be streaming live also because we are going to play a tabletop game. We're going to play the Monster Squad via Savage Worlds because they've got this horror compendium, which is out now. And if you don't have it or you don't have Savage Worlds, you can buy those books from Mac at Go For Games. They've got the core rule book there. I picked up the horror compendium. And it had so much cool stuff where you could actually play like a vampire, a werewolf, or a phantom, or a revenant, kind of like the Crow,
Awesome.
or a mummy. So I also made up the Invisible Man and the creature from the lagoon.
Yes,
the lagoon creature.
The lagoon.
Not to be confused with the universal creature.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing that for a couple hours before the show starts. And so they'll be having a whole bunch of events going on, Scungy, like...
Well, so for their Members Day, they're going to have all kinds of deals. Now, there are 2 different tiers. There's a standard member and a premium member.
Left eye and a right eye tier.
Yes. So standard members get 15% off their purchase on Members Day. They have it's every month, the last Sunday of the month, and you also get 24-hour access to the play area. You get that for only $15 a month.
Okay,
that's it. Now,
I dig that.
But if you want to throw a little bit more cheddar towards, you could be a premium member.
You can go by and just hand him $5.
Yeah, just hand him $5 if you haven't already. You're going to get 24-hour access. You're also going to get 3 free guest passes a month for friends and family. You get a $10 off coupon every month, and you get 20% off on Members Day. You also, premium members have the option of a small locker, or for a $15 upcharge, you can get a large locker. So if you want to just keep your stuff, keep your dice, keep your books and everything there, you don't have to carry it with you, you leave it there. And they wanted to also let you know that they're running a promotion now to the end of the year, where every $10 you spend, you get 1 Gopher dough.
Oh, the Gopher bucks are back! Gopher bucks are back!
So yeah, you
All
can
right.
use that dough to get up to 50% towards a purchase, that $1. So use that. So it's really cool. So that's going to start. You can start using that at the 1st of the year through the 13th of February.
There you go. And so and look, he's got all kinds of stuff. HeroScape G.I. Joe. I pre-ordered that. So I went over there and bought because I'm an idiot. I have the Battle of Hoth, Days of Wonder, which is just a phenomenal game.
Yes.
And if you buy another one, you can put both boards together and make the giant Battle of Hoth.
The real Battle of Hoth.
Real Battle of
I
Hoth.
was this close to buying a second copy because you mentioned that.
Dude, I mean, it's $60. That's a lot because I'm cheap and I work in radio. Don't. Your dream job doesn't pay what you think it does. Just because I love my job doesn't mean I got money. So I spent it on that. But then, I'm going to be running this G.I. Joe game as well, starting next year. And so Mac was like, "Oh, well, HeroScape is actually going to have a whole bunch of GI Joe expansions now." So I spent $200 on the expansion set, the base game, and all this other stuff, and
You're such a sucker.
I'm so mad
You
at,
can't put a price on fun, Dad. You gotta
Yes, you
realize
can.
that. You can't
You
put a price on
You know how he
fun.
got me though? He got me right in my egos. He was just like, well, I'll make you a deal since you're D squared, and so like he knocked off like 20%. I'm just like,
Hey.
sucks.
So what you're telling me is that he gave you the premium member
The premium member discount. I know, but
for
no, he gave me the D squared discount. Shut up. It was the D squared discount. That's
All right, you keep telling yourself that.
that's exactly what I'm going to tell myself. But you know what? Let's just do this. Shut up.
This week in Geek History.
We're sending you back to the future.
This week in Geek History is brought to you by Go4 Games. Find them on the web at go4gamespola.com. This week in Geek History.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
So we'll do it live. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
This week in Geek History.
Where we're streaming live on the Facebook page, Eric Ballard, #1 superfan. You can totally put a price on fun when you live on a teacher's salary. as the child of two teachers, preach, brother. All right, DJ, what's top of the
All right, December 7th, 1990. The film Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles becomes the first independent film to cross $100 million domestically.
Wow.
I didn't know that even was a fact, but I'm glad that movie was the first.
I'm amazed it made that much money, but I mean, like, it was the 80s, dude.
Yeah,
Or was that, I guess, in the 90s?
Yeah,
Technically the 90s.
That was the first movie my mother let me go to by myself.
Well, good.
Yeah, she let me
Wait,
ride my bike to the
and
gallery.
you know what's really funny, because I forgot to bring it up in the housekeeping notes, is that we'll be at Fan Expo, which is January 9th through 11th, and at the Montreal Convention Center. Tickets are now available. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will be there.
Every single
along with April. April will be there.
Judith Haig.
Who cares? Her name is April.
Brian Toshi's going to be there, though.
Oh, Shredder. Yeah.
No. He played one of the turtles in the suit, but he was also Takashi from Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh,
Was he the one that was like 16 or 17 whenever he made?
No,
the
that's
movie?
Ernie Reyes Jr.
Yeah, that story is crazy.
So, but yeah, so Fan Expo, I'll be there moderating some of the panels. You got John Cena. He'll be
he's
there.
the big one.
You got all the Hobbitses, the filthy Hobbitses will be there. And then
Corey Feldman.
Wait,
Corey Feldman's gonna be there.
Yes. And he did a show at Southport a while back, man. Like
Dude,
so,
we gotta go see him.
Christian Haydenson will be there. All right, Christian
Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christian.
Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin
And
Skywalker.
little Annie. Well, no, Big Annie.
Yeah, right.
So now that he has been vindicated, people are all like, "Yay, Hayden!" Woo!
Finally giving him his respect.
Hayden, whatever his name is. Strike that, reverse it. All right, what's
We got
next?
December 18th, 2006. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess releases on the Wii. And I mention this because this is a game that I have been recently replaying on my Wii U emulator. And I forget how good that some of these older Zelda games, not older Zelda games, but that little like weird period of Zelda where they just didn't know what they were doing. They had Wind Waker, which I enjoyed that game.
Wind Waker's fantastic.
The general audience thought it was good.
The reason why people didn't like it because when you had the GameCube, you had
the demo, didn't you?
No, you had a picture on the back of the GameCube box that had an adult Link.
Yeah.
So everybody thought that was the next Zelda game that was coming out, and then they came out with Wind Waker, and everybody's like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, and
they didn't even give it a chance.
With how big Twilight Princess was, it's weird to think that it was kind of a scramble from Nintendo to figure out what are we doing with this IP before it turns into Metroid.
Before it turns into Metroid. All right, so we are about to wrap up tonight's show. We just got a couple minutes. Did you want to do another one? Or?
Sure. I got a couple. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Let's do December 13th, 1989. Tiny little show called The Simpsons premieres.
Oh my
And I have a point about this show. The first few seasons are what y'all remember as The Simpsons, right? The Simpsons being this great monolith show that almost every episode was a banger. I don't have that experience. However, I will say, once The Simpsons does end, when it will eventually end, I think it will have another resurgence of people going back and watching those original seasons and being like, wait, this show is actually like phenomenal. Because I don't know the Simpsons that you know. We think of two different Simpsons.
Well, no, not really, because I don't even remember the first season, because the first season looks completely different from like the second or third one, I think,
Yeah.
because I was like
It was pre-Simpsons Bible.
I watched it up until like around 2019, and then I just fell off of it. But
Yeah. But like the originals are way better than what it
you'd
is.
come back and be like, oh, hey, it's back. But I mean, the fact that whoever wrote these is an actual time traveler it makes it even more prophetic, because
Simpsons did it.
somehow they just have been able to, predict the
everything.
future accurately.
Yes.
Completely accurately.
Yes, it is.
All right, we got
time
2
for one
minutes.
more?
Yeah, we got
All
2
right, we
minutes.
got let's see, December 14th, 2001. This ties into something that you can go see again in theaters. Lord of the Ring, Fellowship of the Ring premieres in the U.S. And I think from January 16th to the 19th, you can go see the whole extended cut of the entire trilogy at AMC theaters. If you want to sit in a chair for 12 hours.
Well,
but that's your
our
call.
movie-
That's your call. You can do that or you cannot do that. But you got 3 days, so definitely if you
You
do,
have to
make
have
it
a
count.
bladder of steel.
Yeah, right.
You know what? I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass on that. But
Say what?
it sounds interesting though.
Sounds like a
But if
hoot and
that's
a
your thing, you
holler.
can go.
Color me intrigued.
You
right
can go to
now.
Fan Expo and meet the hobbits.
There you go. The Filthy Hobbits is at the Fan Expo. All right, so let's wrap up tonight's show. I want to thank everybody for coming out to Game On Social Hub. We will be back. I forgot. We're going to be back again. I don't remember when. But 2 weeks from now, we'll be at Go For Games for their Member Appreciation Day. So we'll be broadcasting live from one of the back rooms. I was talking with Mac. I'm like, we'll do it in amongst the people. He goes, dude, they're gamers, and if somebody rolls a 1, you're gonna get F-bombs. I'm like, duly noted. We'll be in the back.
Yes.
We will be in the back. So we'll be out there in 2 weeks. And I want to thank Ricky for having us out here, and thanks to him and the Kiwanis Club and the Dawn Busters and all that they do. And we're gonna hook him up with Mac and help get some kids reading and learning. Where's the closing music? Here we go. It's gonna be too loud. There we go. Yeah.
Hey, perfect.
All right. As always, check us out on our Facebook page, the Week in Geek Radio Show, Twig Radio on Twitter, and the Week in Geek on Instagram, and DJ Streamers.
Twig_radio on Twitch and at Twig Radio on YouTube. Go check us
There you
out.
go. All right. Who dat? Say sweet.
Who dat? Say sweet.
All right. See you next time. Keep your nerd play. Race high.
Wishing the holidays could come early? If you own or manage a business, they can. With help from iHeartRadio. People are already shopping for their loved ones and hunting for deals wherever they can find them, including right here. They're listening to the radio. They're listening to podcasts. They could be listening to you. Don't wait for everyone else to kick off the holidays. Get your best season of the year up and running today.